Welcome to the Dads with Nerdy Ambitions podcast, Fallout RPG, episode 3. Gentlemen, welcome back. So without further ado, let's get right into this. Let's go ahead and let's do this recap here, actually. Recapping last episode, you guys decided to explore after you saved Mr. Sales.
Good evening.
As you guys exited out, you discovered a wandering trader.
Hello there.
Who decided to drug you guys up, found yourselves hanging upside down.
I'm not supposed to be upside down.
And were able to escape after murdering,
Shove it into her
viciously.
She kind of gurgles a little bit
With a machete. Zed.
Self-defense.
I'm just going to walk up, put my machete right into her throat.
Ended up wandering the forest a little bit where you came out in Yale University. Mr. Sales was assaulted by a gargoyle.
Okay, I'm down.
Nearly died from it.
No!
You were able to fend off the gargoyle.
Said I did it.
After many hours of tribulation, destruction,
Ow.
exhaustion, as you decided to find a small bookstore.
This is Joe's Books.
Go inside and sleep for your first night, Kyle.
Kyle is fully exhausted.
In the wilds, in the wastelands, that is
He might die if he stays up.
the Fallout universe. So we're going to go ahead and, because you guys were sleeping, Zed and Kyle were sleeping, Mr. Sales, you were proactively repairing yourself. You were working and modifying the armor and using your time because you do not need that sleep to
pre-rolled the crafting stuff, so I will put a summary in the main screen of what I actually got up to. But
awesome. And you started searching around for some items, and you did a critical fail.
Yeah, I'm not very good at the survival. In fact,
okay.
I think I have a 0 in it.
In your time of searching, you did discover a small, I would say about a 2-foot diameter hole, which looks like it leads to a basement. There's a lot of rubble around. You didn't decide to explore it just on the basis of everybody else is sleeping, unless you want to. Do you want to wait till everybody wakes up?
No, Mr. Sales is probably, when he finds this, he's probably not in great condition anyway, having just been mauled by a gargoyle. So he's probably going to prioritize repair.
Yeah. So you're going to hold off on that. You guys did decide, I just want to confirm this, you guys did decide to do 8 hours of sleep?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So 62 hours, you had 62 hours, Kyle, prior to this very uncomfortable sleep. And when you guys wake up, you will be at 54 hours. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, we're getting down the wire. You did from the last episode level us up.
Yes, I did level you guys up, and you guys do
stats.
have some different stats, which will appear on the screen. Without further ado,
Thank you, Sherlock on YouTube.
Yes, I am so sorry. I wanted to give him a shout out. Yes, thank you
We
so
haven't
much.
played in like a month now, so we've forgotten everything that we used to know. So we're going to need those again. Thank you in advance.
Please keep correcting us.
Yes.
We're still learning it.
Without further ado, Kyle, you did not sleep well. You wake up shivering. The condensation of what is left of the atmosphere, if you will, is kind of just covering your body. You're tense, achy. Pull out a rock from behind one of your shoulder blades, and you look out and you can just see this mist laying across the ground. A slight wind caresses the air, and the hopes and dreams and desire for this to all have just been a very terrible dream start to dissipate, and you realize this is real.
It's still real. It's not a dream. It's still real. The bloody throat guy was a dream, but this is not a dream. I'm so hungry.
Mr.
My back hurts.
Zed,
Mr.
you hear this and you kind of you crack a little bit, you joints snap, you crack your fingers, and you this is just
This is normal.
yeah, this is like this was you were well rested. Kyle,
I shot you in the face.
Hey, Kyle, you know what hurts right now is my head.
I'm not apologizing anymore. I still feel bad about it, but you got to get over it.
Kyle, I need you to do it's a DC 0. Do a survival check. I want to know, even though you slept for 8 hours, I want to see how well you slept.
Right.
Hope you crit fail this.
I got a cock. Oh, I got a 5. What's my survival? 2 plus endurance. 6. I have a success.
Okay, so you were able to get in theory, you got a night's rest. You're fully rested. However, you don't feel. You are just ugh.
Yeah, I think I was so tired from actually doing things yesterday that I couldn't help but lose consciousness for at least a few hours.
That makes sense.
If
I mean,
Kyle will look down and see that he is no longer wearing his vault suit and is instead wearing a pair of Grognak the Barbarian pajamas.
Said, are these yours?
How'd you get those?
I don't know. I didn't bring them.
Mr. Sales hovers in and he has draped over what his pincer arm, he has Kyle's vault suit, which has been upgraded with an insulated lining for him. Yes, sir. I changed you out of those last night. You were tossing and turning all night, so it wasn't too hard to get them off you. But I upgraded your vault suit, sir, with a little more radiation protection. But I thought it would be useful.
I could have used that. Yeah, I feel violated, but also appreciative.
It's quite all right, sir. It's quite all right, sir. I'm sure Zed here is perfectly happy with what you have there.
Do you want these back?
You can keep those if you want, sir. I don't really wear
flannel.
them.
These are nice. These are actually nice. I like these. Thank you.
Quite well. He reaches down and he pulls over. You notice Mr. Sales looks very different. Like his circular torso has been replaced by this weird boxy looking torso, and he has these little Tesla coils on top of his head that occasionally arc electricity between them.
How long have I been asleep?
His buzzsaw arm has pneumatic attachments to it. Now, it's like, well, I've been upgrading a single building for like 200 years, so I'm very quick.
Oh, all right. Because you look like an entirely different robot.
Well, I had to repair that spot where that man pulled the spark out that made me fall unconscious, and then after the incident with the stone thing tearing through my casing, it was time to do some upgrades.
That does seem like a significant weakness of yours. It's
something I was not aware of before, and something that I have now covered up in the hope that anyone who tries that this time should get a good electric shock.
Nice.
Mr. Zed, he picks up. Zed notices that his leather torso and left arm are missing, and Mr. Sales hands them back to him with a studded leather upgrade and a girded leather upgrade.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sales. You bedazzled with studs in my chest plate.
Well, it did seem a little flimsy. You know, the raider that you stole it from clearly hadn't maintained it particularly well. There are some materials left in that I have left. I was able to repair myself and upgrade a little as well. And the workbench that I set up is still available if any of the rest of you need to make use of any tools. And we have a few useful components left, but I did use quite a lot. Oh, and there's a big hole in the floor somewhere and some scary-looking basement just behind you. But nothing came up and killed you, so we're lucky.
Okay.
You really need to work on your sales pitch.
I'm trying to
feel like we scouted.
I tried. I've been trying to reactivate my butler protocols, but they don't seem to be. Well, I tried making tea. He picks up this tin mug of what looks like dirt, twigs, and radioactive water. But I don't think this is right, is it?
I'll try it.
You drinking it?
Radioactivity doesn't bother me. I've
never been a tea guy.
Survival DC 1.
I'll take a sip and be like, it's not the best I've had, but not the worst. see, survival 4.
I know it
6.
involved some kind of herbs, but I couldn't find any, so I just sort of put things that looked like herbs in there.
1 success.
That's okay. You don't choke on one of the twigs. You're able to scoff it down. As far as I know, ghouls don't have any like taste receptacles anymore, so it just tastes like lukewarm liquid going down. It's slightly cool because it's been sitting.
Kyle, this is really good. You should try it.
There's a slight napalmy aftertaste, sir, because I had to
smells
use my
like it
flamer
hurts.
to warm it up. But
No, it tastes good. It kind of wakes you up in the morning. You really should try it, Kyle.
The water outside.
this was water from well, there was a small puddle in the corner next to the hole in the basement.
You just found abandoned water.
Well, as I said, sir, my battle protocols were wiped some time ago, so I'm really not sure. I know the outlines, but the core programming seems to be a little missing, I'm afraid.
The gesture greatly appreciated. I'm gonna pass.
Oh,
But
I thought you might.
know, we get back to the vault. We'll get some clean water and like herbs, and we'll make some tea
Okay,
together.
I
It'll
can
be a
learn to
thing.
actually make tea. That would be
Yeah.
good, sir. That would be good.
I got two other Mr. Handies there that they're assholes. Honestly, I hate those guys. But you might like them. I don't know. I don't know how you guys get along.
It depends. I got on with the Mr. Handies that I lived with for several hundred years before they
There
were
you
all
go.
destroyed. But I don't know. Maybe different robots. Every robot's programmed differently. The upgrades though to your outfits though, I'm pretty certain I did those right because I have been doing that properly for 200 years. But the tea making, yes, I think I'll hold off on tea making.
Basically, I'd rather not have good tea and also not get shot more.
Okay,
So I'm
it's-
okay with what's happened this evening.
Okay, good. Sorry, sir. It's still very new for me. It's the first time. I'm still only 24 hours free, if you will, off the mainframe. So
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
still
me
getting
too,
used to
kind of.
this.
It's been a hell of a 24 hours.
It has. So the hole in the floor in the basement.
I have no
thought-
interest in that hole, honestly.
Well, there might be something down there. There might be something to eat down there. It could be
Ooh.
a store shell or something like that. I don't know.
Kyle,
I just didn't want to go
Kyle
exploring.
licks his lips and like he realizes you can all hear his stomach just gurgling and he needs food.
Kyle, it has been. You have actually not eaten in the last 24 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Correct.
Yeah, and it's been a pretty active 24 hours.
Okay, so you are hungry, and you will be suffering if you don't
Do you
eat
guys,
something.
besides that radioactive tea, do you guys have any food?
I have iguana on a stick still.
I haven't had the pleasure.
Tastes like chicken.
Oh, I like chicken. I mean, we have canned chicken in the
Well-
vault. We don't like chickens, but
Do you want to check out the basement first and then eat it in case? There could be some yummy rad roach down there.
what?
You grill it up, it tastes like chicken.
Or maybe some pre-war supplies, perhaps.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I'm really hungry, but we'll take a quick look. Hopefully, not die or have to kill anybody, and then immediately after we will eat. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sounds good.
so how are you guys going to this hole? So, Mr. Sales, you take him over to the hole. You see very much rubble into the basement floor. It looks like there was once or rather, I should say, a cellar door at one time, very much covered up with rubble and debris, books, etc. And a 2 diameter, almost spherical hole where the cellar door would have been is readily available.
Sam, you want to stick your head in the hole?
Who is going in first, or how would you guys like to deal with this situation?
I'll go in first, because at least if it's a feral ghoul down
Okay.
there, they might not attack right away.
All right, so go ahead and do a
Mr. Kyle, don't you have a light on that Pip-Boy thing?
Yeah. Do you need it, Zed? Do you need illumination, or can you see in the dark?
Illumination would be nice.
Oh, all right.
So Kyle, are you going first, or
No.
is Zed
No,
going
I'll stick
first?
my arm in front of him a little bit.
Okay. Do an athletics DC 1, Zed, because you're going down in a hole and there's a hand
All right.
above you.
So athletics.
If I can help him by not being a complete oaf next to him.
Mhm.
Athletics, and so it's strength. So that's 12. Let's see. 1 success.
1 success. All right. We should also mention, Mr. Sales, because you were doing so many things while they slept, and when they woke up, you guys restored to, out of your 7 AP points that you guys can have because of Mr. Sales' perk, you guys are at 6. Just to be so everybody knows. All right, so you were able to successfully climb down into this hole. There are steps that are broken, but you're able to rig yourself almost spelunking style down. Now, Kyle, are you going to follow him down into the hole, or
Will Mr. Sales fit in the hole?
Mr. Sales should fit?
Okay.
I
so
can if I go down, so Mr. Sales just hovers down and offers his pincer claw up to Kyle to help him down the stairs.
yeah, I'll go last. I'm a coward.
Okay.
She's a
Alright.
buzzsaw.
So Mr. Sales hovers down. He kind of like squids and slithers down through and is able to pop up behind you, Zed. And then he offers his pincer hand to Kyle and pulls, aids him down. And you find yourselves in a almost tunnel-like cavern underneath. It looks to go into almost a sewer system that is built underneath the town.
I wasn't expecting this.
No.
Is there a
Could-
basement down here? Like, is there like a
There
room that's-
is remnants of a basement, but it has eroded for the most part. There is some storage bins, some cardboard boxes that have degraded expeditiously, books that are rotted, mold and mildew. Glow mushrooms are, as your eyes adjust, you start to see them kind of pickled around, and just like peppered around in just different spots.
How close are we to the crypts? Said Dino. Could this lead us there?
Do I know how far the crypts are from here?
From here, you know what? Let's do a survival DC 3.
So I guess I'll have to spend an AP. Is this a group roll or just me?
Just you.
All right, so I'll spend. Was it 1 AP for 1 die?
And then 3 total for 2.
I'll do 3 for 2 just to be safe. So survival's 4, endurance is 6, so 10. 1 out of 2 so far. A 3 and a 20. So
A 3 and a 20.
So I got 3. I have a tag of 3. So 3 successes because the tag was a crit, but then also a nat 20.
Yeah, so a critical fail.
That's
You
a
wanna luck away that 20?
complication, I think.
Yeah. So here's how I'm going to do this.
I have my luck points to get rid of the 20, right?
You can just spend a
You
luck
can,
point to
yeah,
get rid
yeah.
of
All your luck
complication,
points
yeah.
are restored.
Yeah,
by the way.
I'll use one of my luck points then.
Okay. So knowing, based on that, in using your luck, and you're able to just close your eyes and focus and think about how far you are from Yale and where in distance-wise the crypt is from you. You're not near the crypt, but you are in a sewer system that could possibly lead to the crypts. You're able to figure out that this is older than you, and maybe older than a lot of things that you're aware of. There is age in the brick and mortar that has developed this system. However, it's kind of fuzzy. just a little bit. You know it's not the crypts, though. You're 100% sure this is. And the crypts are still at least an hour to 2 hour walk away from here.
I mean, this could lead towards it, but I'm still hesitant with just our lack of supplies for food and water to just stay down here versus going to the town that we were heading towards. But you're the one that's got the critical mission, so I'll let you to decide.
Yeah, I don't want to get lost down here.
As you guys are kind of looking around and you're gathering your thoughts and trying to situate yourself where you would be, you start to see this glowing hue start to come from further down, about 200 yards down the crypt, or down the sewer line, starting to come towards you, and just the slightest clickety clacking sounds.
I will draw my gun.
Okay.
We should go back up.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Do you know what that is?
Does it sound like a typical aquatic animal that might have?
If you spend some time down in the over on the water side, over by to where the water is and everything, it would sound similar to something that you may have heard. It doesn't sound like a mirelurk, but it's not too far. Okay, that's what I was
thinking.
Yeah, it's not a mirelurk, but it's not too far off.
Okay, I'm gonna spend an AP for some knowledge.
So it is a glowing lobster that is down there. These are things, the glowing lobsters are about 7 to 8 feet long. If from ground to height above, they're about 3.5 feet tall. They're not really overly hostile unless you're if you get close to their nesting areas.
This could be a nesting area.
It's a possibility. Based with that, you're not quite sure. I would say 75% chance if you keep going down this way, if you're probably getting into some nesting area. They don't go out of their way to venture and hunt off. They're kind of just scavenging whatever is around. And the waterway system and the sewers definitely flows stuff to them and less hunting.
Mr. Sales points to what looks like a tiny little piece of phosphorescence on the edge of the pipe. Oh, we had an infestation of these at Sky Vista at one point. I think these are glow lobsters. We probably want to... They're not generally a problem, but if you get near their eggs, they get very, very upset.
I could shoot someone for a lobster roll right now.
These are radioactive
These
lobsters.
are glowing radioactive lobsters.
I could eat them fine, but you would probably get sick.
All right. Well, let's get out of here.
Let's just
go find something else.
Can we do a quick search in the storage bins before we just get back out of here?
Absolutely. Let's do survival here.
Okay.
Looking for supplies.
All of us, or do you want just one of us to do it?
Just one of you.
You take it. I suck at survival.
Okay.
I will do a DC. We'll base it on whatever you roll and see what you find.
Yeah, with my earlier roll, Mr. Sales probably found some filet mignon and just
this is garbage.
One pass and a nat 20. I rolled my second nat 20.
Man.
So with that nat 20,
I crush a lobster egg. Come on, it's funny enough for... I hate giving you ideas, but it's funny.
Oh, no, that's exactly what I was about to say. You start searching for stuff, and you find these small, glowing little balls, just slimy, and you just look it up. And you just crush it, and just feel the ooze and whatever remnants were in there in your hand.
I forget my own strength sometimes.
Flick it off and fling it. It's disgusting.
What's that?
And then
that was a lobster egg.
The scuttling starts coming towards you aggressively.
Everyone, if you want to start making your way to the stairs, Mr. Sales points his flamer attachment at the entrance as the rest of you back off behind him.
Kyle's climbing over you to get
Let's see what happens here. So the lobster jumps into the water and starts towards you. Here's how we're going to do this. I will give you guys a chance to do a reaction to where you guys can escape, or you can brace yourself for combat. Which would you guys like to do?
I'm actively clawing my way out of the hole.
Then you need to do a DC3 athletics.
Oh, God.
Because you are panic climbing over each other.
We only have 2 AP right now as well. Or no, I think. Because I know we
had
spent
6. You spent
3.
1, right?
No,
3.
I spent 3. I
spent
got a
yeah,
crit
yeah, so you
failure
have 2
and
left.
I got a crit success too, but I don't
So
know
we
if
got
that
2. Yeah.
Can this be agility and athletics?
This is athletics, which is athletics and strength.
Is it DC 3?
DC3.
I can't succeed. Oh, wait.
You can get that once.
Oh, I didn't. 1 success.
1 success.
I'm
So
not
you're
gonna do it.
scrambling up, and the dirt and the wood, which is rotted, is just flaking through your fingers. And just you hear the swish, swish, swish in the water. And
I don't
Mr.
want a
Sales,
lobster roll anymore.
just before you burst out of the water, you see these 2 giant lobster claws reaching out at you. And let's see if it's with it. So he's able to get 1 hit in. Poor Mr. Sales, you're always getting hit with the monsters.
I'm
And
the
you,
robot.
you take 3 damage, 2 of which are piercing.
Okay, well, is that physical damage?
Yes. And it's going to be to your it's going to hit your right arm.
Okay, so I take all of that. So I'm down to 10 health.
Okay. So now we're going to go in initiative order.
My initiative is
16.
13.
8.
How far away are these things?
So he is 1 zone away from you.
I want to throw is it just 1?
Yes.
I'll just shoot at it. I got a nat 1 and a 6.
Nice.
Okay. That's
And
awesome.
3 successes.
It's 2 action points back in our pool as well.
I'm gonna shoot with 2 bullets. 5 damage with 2 effects. And, oh wait, no, 3 effects. Yeah, 3 piercing and 5 damage.
Zed, you're up next.
I'm going to hit it with my machete. Ooh, nat 1. And a
All right.
19, so that's
All right.
2 successes.
You hit him in the torso. His go now. So he is going for you, Zed.
That's fine.
So you take 4 damage, 3 with piercing, to your right leg.
And how much damage was it total? 4?
4.
So
you
it'll be
take
3.
Yeah.
Oh, 3.
3
Okay.
damage.
And now it's Mr. Sales go.
The house above and around us, the basement of it, is it wood or metal?
It's wood, metal, concrete.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go for the buzzsaw arm rather than like the flamer in this
Mhm.
confined space. 1 success,
Okay.
6 damage with 2 piercing as my buzzsaw dives into his side.
Okay. And you hit you cripple his left arm.
The pneumatic upgrades work.
Kyle.
It seemed to work last time. I'm going to try to shoot it again.
Okay.
It's still just the one big old lobster in front of us?
It is still the one. I can add more if you want.
No, it's okay. 2 successes.
Make sure you're keeping a tally on how many bullets you have left.
Actually, I can reroll that d20. Another success. 3 damage.
Get another
1
2
piercing.
action points back. So we're back up to 5 action points.
And 3 damage, 1 piercing. Does it
Is
look
that-
like the bullets are going through, or are they kind of?
Oh yeah,
bouncing off each
you're
other?
hurting it. It's just a big ass
big
lobster. Said.
Swing with my machete. 7 and 6, so both are successes. 6 is my tag skill for melee, so technically 3 successes then. I think
it
we're
is-
maxed out AP now.
It's crippled in the torso. Just heads up.
Okay. And then, so 6 damage with 2 piercing.
He's still up.
And then, can I spend AP to make another attack?
You can buy another action.
That's what I mean. 2 AP to buy another attack.
And the difficulty increases.
Yes.
I'll do it. Just try to avoid getting hit again. 3 and a 9, so both succeed. So 3
Okay.
successes.
So we get 1 action point back.
Just 2 piercing, so 2 damage with 2 piercing.
And that's going to go to his left legs. He's hurting, but he's still up. So he is definitely not a fan of you, Thomas, or Zed. So he's going to go for you again right now.
Can't imagine why.
5 damage with 4 piercing to your left leg.
4 damage resistance.
So the 4 piercing goes through and you negate the 1.
This thing's torso is crippled and one of its claws is crippled.
It is, yes.
So,
And so it's attacking with the one good claw.
Yeah, Mr. Sales.
I am going to continue trying to carve it up with the buzzsaw. I got 1 success. I'm going to spend a couple of an action point to get an extra damage dice.
So you guys are minus 3 more action points, which puts you at 2.
but I gained 1 back from my
okay,
last
so
one.
3.
8 damage with 2 piercing.
Okay, so
Very
you
good round.
just take your buzzsaw and you just slice the left legs completely off, and this purplish blue ichor just spews out of it, and it kind of lets out this xenomorphic as it just kind of flops into the water and twitches. You guys are able to successfully kill this one. However, let's see. Its death throw cry does alert others, and you start to hear down the path
Oh no.
more skittering.
Let's get out of here. Let's get very much out of here, gentlemen.
Oh. Can you boil away radio? No, we're not gonna eat it. All right, let's go. We gotta go.
Just so, have you seen the color that's coming out of that? Do you want to?
Hey, that's a color that they are. I don't know anything about lobsters. There's a seafood restaurant down the road 200 years ago. Let's go. We can go
Let's
now.
go. Okay. So I'm gonna lift. I've got 8 strength, so I'm gonna lift Kyle up the stairs since he stumbled up them so badly before.
So you're able to give him that like alley oop up.
Mhm.
You hover up squid-like style up, and Zed, you're going to climb up after.
Yeah.
Okay, so just do me an athletics check real quick.
2 successes.
Okay, it was a DC 0 anyway, so I just wanted to make sure you were able to get up.
Back
Perfect.
up
So you
to
guys are good
5
up.
AP.
Yep, you guys, and Zed, as you get up, you just hear a snap of a claw just behind your feet. And you just see the glow a little bit. Now, the radiation from the glowing lobsters doesn't affect you or Mr. Sales. Kyle, you're far enough away because you've been pushed away and everything, but you do hear your Geiger counter kind of clickety.
Yeah, I don't like that again.
That's why we upgraded the suit, sir.
That's good.
I'm just going to grab my toolkit, and then we should probably get out of here before they work out how to climb up over that.
Yep.
Or I can just point my flamer into the hole and I can see if we can cook you some breakfast. But that might take a while.
I don't want to eat those anymore.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
All right.
Again, I don't really know how to cook lobster, but this seems like it might work.
So you guys are now still back in the bookstore. What would you guys like to do?
Move has the rain stopped?
Yes.
The radiation storm passed.
Yeah, the radiation storm has passed. Yes, it
Move the
never
shelf.
actually rained.
Look out the door,
Uh-huh.
and then if it's clear, move the shelf that's blocking the door.
Okay. You kind of wipe away at a window and everything, and you look out there. It seems barren and just desolate as it was previously. I won't say the sky is clear and sunshiny, but it is nice haze over, but not rainstorm, the radiation storm wise. It is as good as it probably is going to get.
Zed, the shelf. Help. Cal's weak arms are.
I'm going to assist with that as well.
So you're able to see how many times I can get you guys to do this.
See Zed just staring.
I'm just enjoying the struggle.
So you guys you move the bookshelf away and you open the doors, and this warm wind kind of hits over you and more dust comes in, but you look around and you see the New Haven community that surrounds the Yale University. You look up onto one of the buildings and you see standing absolutely still is another gargoyle, but the eyes are closed. It has taken on, it is absolutely still.
Should I shoot it?
No.
That might wake it up. I suggest. I heard rumors of a settlement in this vicinity. And if not, then the Union settlement is down south. But, sirs, I think you need food, and we probably could do with getting some medical supplies and other things.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Also, there's lobsters like right there. We should
It
definitely
is
go
true,
somewhere.
yeah.
Looking around you, you see the gargoyle asleep or immobile. It's odd that this statue would come after you, but this is the wasteland, Kyle, and everything is out of abnormality. Let's do survival plus perception.
I can do that.
Try and do that, but,
I got 2 19s.
All right. So we will continue on. What would you guys like to do?
Tell Zed to look next time.
Makes sense.
Shall we try and find the settlement? I think
Yeah.
we could do with some barter and some trade. We have a small number of caps to our name.
I gotta eat
And
something.
we've got to find something for Kyle to eat.
As much damage as I took, I know you haven't eaten. Would you like to eat my iguana on a stick?
I have stim packs. I gave you one. I don't think you've used it yet from when I shot you in the head.
No, but they're kind of a rarity, and I don't want to use it.
I have 5.
I wouldn't advertise that.
I don't have any. I gave you the only one I had.
Okay, that's
Well
what I
done, sir.
thought.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
adapted on the fly.
Is the iguana radiated? Is that safe to eat?
No, there's no radiation. It's safe. It's actually probably some of the most common food in the wasteland.
I mean, I'll try it.
I'll open my pack and pull it out and hand it to you.
So I haven't seen you cook anything since we met.
It's kind of preserved. It's like jerky-ish,
Oh,
a little
okay.
tough, chewy.
All right.
And if you're injured, it's 6 HP for eating it.
Oh no, I'm fine. I was completely unharmed in that encounter. Thank you though. So I will very gingerly
Must be nice to be a coward.
take a tiny bite with my teeth
Mhm.
and chew on it.
Yeah.
Fallout logic is as long as you cook it with fire, there's no more radiation. That's why you could cook those lobsters and you'd have no radiation.
I could have had lobster rolls.
Um,
Oh,
So you eat the iguana on a stick. It is quite literally that. It is a full-blown lizard, just like skewered on there,
Right, the head on and
charcoaled
everything.
just like everything. There is nothing that is wasted. And you take this crunch bite into the lake, and you can feel the bones of this creature just crumble in your mouth.
you
It
feel
lacks-
dressed. It's just all here.
It lacks all flavor with the exception of burnt, which is just the crispy flesh skin of this formerly radiated lizard.
Yeah, I guess it hits the spot. Find some canned chicken. That'd be ideal.
You are no longer hungry. You're not sure if you'll ever be hungry ever again. But
I'm gonna wash it down with a full bottle of clean water that I
Okay.
have.
Definitely. The water is probably the best thing you've had in the last 24
Yeah,
hours.
not considering the rarity of purified water at all. I'll just chug
That's
this down.
That's why I haven't used mine. I have a couple, but I was like, I'm gonna save it because they're actually kind of valuable, and
Yeah.
I'd prefer irradiated water since it doesn't bother me.
And you guys are continuing on your way.
Thanks, Ed.
Not a problem.
So
I still owe you that soda. I'm gonna find you some somewhere. Hopefully.
when is the last time you've had a soda, Zed?
I had one right when I met him.
It was yesterday.
So who's leading this party to where are you guys going? Turnpike Town?
Turnpike Town's the closest settlement, right?
Yes, it is.
Whatever's nearby.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, Zed I haven't ever been more than like a mile from Sky Vista Apartments, so if there is a settlement over this way, you're the one that can find it.
I'll lead the way then.
This is going to be a survival plus perception. It is going to be a DC 3.
I'm gonna burn 3 action points, so I'll have
How many?
3.
Three.
This gives me 2
Takes us
dice,
down
right?
to- takes us down to 2.
3 successes.
The sensation and desire and the need and the hunger for another Nuka-Cola is very much around you, but you are able to force yourself through it. You are able to build that mental shield to where you can focus on getting yourselves to Turnpike Town. And calling it a town is very generous. It is literally, as you start coming around some buildings on your guys' walk, which takes about an hour, gets you, and you see the remnants of a turnpike going onto a highway that was going up. Is broken and shattered off, and you see the sign that says something Turnpike, but the word itself has been spray painted over, and underneath it says town. And you see 6 or 7 little shed looking buildings, very shanty kind of town, and then a larger one right under the highway itself. Walls made out of various cars and wood and rubber tires have surrounded this little area. There is an archway gate made out of just barbed wire and spikes and plank wood, whatever they could find. Outside of it, you see 2 more Brahmin loaded up with about 4 or 5 various people standing out there talking. Clothes are all just weathered and worn, leather, armor, shotgun on one's back, and they're just talking amongst themselves.
Guys, I can't help but associate those horrible mutant cow beasts and those people with violence and attempted murder at this point. Should I consider everyone bad? Are there friendly people around?
Towns like this generally will have some form of enforcement, so you probably don't want to start trouble, but be prepared to finish trouble.
Like last time with the
Don't hesitate.
Okay. I'm gonna follow your leads, I think.
Well, what are we looking to purchase exactly? What do we need from this town? And I know medical supplies.
A CSI. I need a CSI. That's the whole thing.
I don't think they're going to have one of those here, sir. This doesn't
Not
look
with
like
that attitude,
high-tech.
Mr. Sales.
I can certainly negotiate for one, but I don't even know if they know what one is.
I honestly, we just
I'm
need
still not
food and
entirely
water.
clear on what one is.
It's
anyway,
a tubey.
so-
It's got with the cylinder with the tubey thing. I'll show you on the
But-
pit play again.
But how does cryostasis involve ignition in some way? That seems contradictory.
Listen, I'm not a doctor.
Don't go
Alright.
flash.
I-
Don't go flashing your Pip-Boy around.
Yes,
It's
that's a very valuable
huge.
item. Just stay
Alright,
behind us, and
Yes. Okay.
we'll try and look intimidating for you, sir.
All right. I mean, if we keep running into things that we need to kill, I could use some more bullets.
Yes, sir, of
Um,
course.
but I
Oh.
hope we're not out here much longer, but maybe food.
Yeah, food and water, or really just food, but food and water. How many caps did you end up having there, Kyle?
Like 6. I don't know. Are
I-
you sure
I-
they're worth stuff?
Yes, they are the standard currency. I have 45 caps with
Oh,
me
good.
at the moment. And if necessary, I could part with one of my my modules if we really do need something to barter with.
I'll give Mr. Sales my 50 caps I have on me. See if they have any Nuka-Cola too.
Nuka-Cola, of course.
Oh yeah, we gotta get some soda.
Of course, it's so.
I owe him.
Is that a necessary part of our mission then?
Yes.
sir. Okay.
Secondary to the CSI, but yeah, For several reasons, I want to give him some soda.
Fair enough. Not my place to disagree. So,
10 millimeter size reasons.
very well. Mr. Sales is going to look about and look and see what there is available, what traders there are here, what kind of barter is going on.
So you do have the caravan traders, or the caravan with the Brahmin over toward your left, and you do have the larger building that's underneath the highway itself, which looks like it would be the best in the situation, a general store. Which would you like to go to?
So Brahmin traders, from when they used to come by, had a very, very varied inventory. Sometimes they would have nothing, sometimes they could have something rare and unusual. Whereas I suspect that something that's more long-term like that will just have more simplistic supplies. We're rolling the dice, by the way.
All right. I mean, let's check with the mutant cow people.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, of course.
I'm just gonna stand further and back and kind of watch Kyle, Mr. Sales from behind.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
going to approach the Brahmin
Okay.
caravan traders. Good.
There's
Evening,
a
ladies and gentlemen.
there's a very gruff looking, almost that stereotype mountaineer man standing there before you, and he just kind of looks over at you.
Good morning, sir. We're looking to trade.
All right. And Mr. Handy does the trading here.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
My companions are a little shy, so I have been programmed to negotiate on their behalf as required.
Do you
They're
have
for sure.
caps?
He shows you a small tin that he takes out from inside him with
Yeah.
caps in it, and other items for trade and sale. Should there be more expensive things?
Yeah. He just kind of just hawks one out to the side and everything. Screw it, I don't care. As long as you got the caps. All right. What you looking for?
Well, first of all, we are looking for any, shall we say, travel rations. Food that will last with relatively little radioactive risk.
Euro, ideally.
You boys realize you're in the wastelands, right? Everything pretty much has.
Everything. I'm saying, as the lowest, there are certain things that are cooked more effectively than others for radiation risk.
Oh, all right. Pulls out a list.
So, any Nuka-Cola you may have come across?
Kyle kind of leans in, intently listening.
I got 2 bottles.
2 bottles of Nuka-Cola.
I got 2 bottles of Nuka-Cola, I got 1 bottle of Nuka Cherry, and I got 1 bottle of Nuka Dark.
Fascinating.
And I got a
So,
sarsaparilla if you're interested.
sarsaparilla. That's more of a West Coast thing, isn't it? Have you been
I-
traveling?
So here's the thing. I ended up getting this bottle, and I wanted a bet from a courier out in New Vegas. He ended up coming over this way. I guess he was on the run from somebody out there. I don't know. I don't care. Lost some money. He owed me some caps, but he offered me this sarsaparilla, and I thought, well, this is kind of a rarity.
There's a New Vegas?
There is.
No. I thought the old one was crappy enough. What are you looking for the Nuka-Cola one? What are your prices?
Oh, let's see here. I only got 2 of them. How about you seem like a nice enough bot. Let's do 20 caps per bottle.
20 caps per bottle, sir. I'm going to invoke my Junktown Jerky vendor perk and use my behavioral analysis mod, and I'm going to drop his price by 20% automatically. And then I'm going to engage in a barter check. This is what Mr. Sales was programmed for.
Okay.
I'm
Do
gonna
me
go
a
back to
solid. Do your best Southern accent ever. Just want it.
Well, sir, I think 20 caps sounds like quite a stretch for me. How about we pull that down to 12 caps per bottle?
Well, it's been a pretty beneficial. I've been sitting on these bottles. They're probably going to expire sometime soon, and then who knows how long these things last. So,
Hundreds of years.
you know, shakes it up to his ear. It sounds pretty flat. The cap's kind of loose anyway. It's leaking a little bit. Yeah, sure. Screw it. 12 caps a bottle. Why not?
So let's take. Well, we'll take both of them. So he
Sure,
hands over
all right, here
20,
it goes.
24 out of my
Sam,
caps.
what flavor do you like? He's got several. I don't know what sarsaparilla is, but he has some.
Original's fine.
I get both the originals
Yeah. Okay.
out of there. Thank you, sir. And food-wise, what was it you had that was good for the trail?
Well, I got some Brahmin steaks. I got some blood packs if you're really looking for adventurousness. I do have, let's see here. I got some Instamash. I've got some Blamco mac and cheese. And I've got, I've got some, what the heck are those? Lad fingers, lady fingers.
Those fancy lads snack cakes.
Yeah, those things. I got some of those too.
Mr. Sales, can we get the mac and cheese, please?
The mac and cheese.
Yeah, please.
Of course, sir. Yes. It's very old, probably, sir.
It's my favorite.
So the Blamco's going to be 15 caps.
15 caps. Okay, so
Here's my 6.
I'm gonna actually make a barter check this time. 'Cause
All
I
right.
Only do the
I'm gonna blatantly
like
shove
auto,
6 caps
auto
in your
lower,
direction.
lower down. Well, 2 successes for that.
Okay. So based on how Junior's reaction over there, boy, are you a vault dweller? Shit, I thought you guys were all dead.
No, I'm very alive.
I see that. All right, you know what? 6 caps, it's yours.
Oh,
You look like you really enjoy the hell out of
thank
this
you.
stuff.
It's so nice. See, people out here are nice. We don't have to go around killing everybody. I will also take 2 CSIs, please.
A CS what?
CSI, cryostasis ignition. 2 of them, please.
I've got some cryo grenades if you want them.
I
but,
do very much want those, but most of the ignition.
ignition.
Yeah.
Like a starter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there anyone here who deals in tech in pre-war tech? Like any
I mean-
variety?
Look, I know you're a robot and everything, and all that's fine and dandy, but I don't really deal with them. Some of the other guys do. There's a synth up in the General Mill thing area over there. I mean, he might know, but if I'm being honest, which, no offense, Mr. Handy.
Mr. Sales.
Yeah.
His name is Mr. Sales. He is a Mr. Handy, but his name is Mr. Sales. Number 2.
All right. Well, number 2.
I'm Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi.
Kyle, you seem like a swell fella.
Thank you.
Thanks. So, I don't do the synths. I just don't trust them. They're just something icky. Like, you look at a robot and they look like a robot. I mean, hell, there's a Sentry bot that's been floating around here for the last 2 decades. He just roams around and I don't mess with him none. And then you got the Mr. Sales, number 2. I mean, he's a robot. He looks like a robot. And Assaultrons look like Assaultrons and robots and all that. But there's just something not right about that synth.
What's a synth?
God, I forget you're a vault dweller. Synths are they look kind of like us, but they don't. It's like they try to be us.
Like him? He points to his head behind him.
Nah, a ghoul's a ghoul, and that one's not
Right.
feral. So that's nice. And I've had my shares with the ghouls. Yes.
I think we did meet one at one point, Mr. Kyle. He wandered past the apartments. They're synthetic people.
Yeah.
Some strange attempt by someone in the Massachusetts Institute of Technology to make people.
got that polyurethane silicone.
It's a little. They're a little odd, but they are. They are robots.
Are they like sentient?
I mean,
Like AI?
Depends if they're still, like I was, if they were still enslaved to their original programming, or if they've decided to live for themselves. I'm assuming if he's opening a synth, running a store, he's probably a little more self-actualized.
like I said, some of the folks around here, they don't mind dealing with them. But me personally, nah, I'm good. So
What was that about grenades? You had some grenades?
the cryo grenades. Yeah, I got like 2 of them.
What do those do?
Well, you throw them, they
Sure.
go boom,
Uh-huh.
and everything goes cold.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
How much for those?
Those are 200 a piece.
200 caps.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a little beyond our range at the moment, sir. Do you really need those?
It sounds fun.
Well, maybe let's see what we can barter for.
We'll get to
store,
CSI
and we can
first,
come
and
back.
whatever
Yeah.
we have left over, we'll
Right.
bring it back.
Well,
Can you just like hold those for me?
I've been holding on to them for about 1.5 years. Nobody wants
That-
them.
Oh,
That-
can I have them?
No.
Okay, you were very generous with the mac and cheese, so I'm not.
Enjoy the Blamco. I
Thank
know
you so
you're
much.
you're still wet behind the ears and whatnot, but
Is it radioactive rain? Is that?
oh,
Did he get me?
man, I bet they call you Sunshine, don't they?
No, but I like that.
Yeah, you're so bright. All right, Mister
He's
Number
nice.
2. If there is nothing else, I must be on my way.
Of course, sir. Thank you for your assistance. We will hopefully barter with you again sometime, sir.
Yeah, probably not. All right, off you go. All right, bye bye. And he just kind of goes. He goes, "Great, let's go." And he walks the Brahmin, and they just keep on heading out that way.
So
Huh.
Sales
Mac
hands
and
the
cheese.
Blamco mac and cheese over to Kyle, and he hands
Yes,
both
yes,
bottles of Nuka-Cola to Zed.
Thank you.
There you
Did
go,
you-
buddy.
Did
Is
you
that-
get any other food?
We got the Blamco mac and cheese.
But for the rest of us, or for our further adventuring?
He
What
seemed
this-
to be directing us to the synth up in
Yeah,
the,
there's more stores, but
there's a
this
store
shouldn't
up
take
there.
much longer. Like
He had
limited time
Brahmin
frame.
steak, but it looked very
Were you-
irradiated.
were you hungry?
I'm a little light on the blood
Medium.
and
Oh, you drink?
Oh, he
you
had
drink
blood packs. Would you like a blood pack?
no, I got injured, so food would have been a little nice. Well, let's see what the store has.
I'm sure the store has other
I
things
got.
we can get.
How much is a stim pack worth?
That's quite a bit, sir. But let's see.
Can I
We
drink?
still have 68 caps left.
He
so
had
we should be
freezing
able to at least get
grenades.
some food.
Fine. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If we don't have enough even close to get freezing grenades. So,
Okay.
you know,
We'll get
I
the
don't.
freezing
I was
grenades.
thinking I could maybe sell my hazard detection module, but I don't know how much that would go for. And he didn't seem like the sort of person that would appreciate pre-war tech. But perhaps the synth will be able to help us.
Okay, we'll try this and see what he has.
Okay. Mr. Zed, what do you have a preference for type of food?
Nope.
Anything we can get you?
Living over 200 years out here, you kind of learn to
Just eat whatever you can.
pretty much.
Very good. Right.
Right.
I'm gonna
So you
hover up
guys-
to the general store.
Yeah, so you guys go to the door, and it's just this. As the door creaks open, definitely needs some like WD-40. Just, and then it just like you hear this brum sound as the door opens up and hits this guitar on the inside to almost like
Can
the bell.
I actually feel an urge to try and fix the door as we walk in. Can I? try and fix
Yeah,
the door?
let's-
Mr. Sales does as well. A weird sort of
Okay,
reflection of his old programming. It's going, oh, that's a terrible squeak.
Let's do this. We'll just make this a raw intelligence check with DC 0. I
We
just
have a
wanna see-
repair.
With the repair skill.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a luck because that was awful. That's one.
You're able to do it. You are able to. So you take some of the ichor from the glowing lobster, Mr. Sales, and you're able to just
I got
squeeze it
3
into the
successes.
joints. You squeeze it in the joints, and Kyle, you're
I'm just
able
banging it
to
with my
just like
multi-tool.
yeah, you take your multi-tool out and just kind of like work the screws, and the door just goes bring as it still hits the guitar
Oh
string.
yes, that's much better. Much better.
Oh yeah.
Very
And
good,
then
sir.
you just
Okay,
you
so that's-
hear
Yeah, we got
this-
5 action points back for that. It's up to 7 fixing a door.
you just hear this most Massachusetts of Massachusetts voices. Yo, I've been trying to fix that for a wicked long time. Thank you so much. And you just see this synth come out wearing what looks like the remnants of a baseball jersey, some denim jeans that are very raggedy and just torn up, and it looks like he took some type of creature, quite possibly one of the furrier creatures that are in the wasteland, and tried to turn it into a beard, and is trying to look as human as he possibly can. You see flaps of the actual synth flesh ripped off, and it's just, you see robotics underneath it. And he says, and he has this little sticker tag that says, "Hello, my name is Ken," on it. And he just looks at you guys. He says, "Yo, welcome to Turnpike Town. My name's Ken. How you guys doing? How can I help you today?"
Second, Mr. Sales sees him like some old part of his programming kicks in, and he just sees the baseball shirt and says, "Ah, sir, how about them? Insert name of baseball team here. Haven't they been having a terrible season?"
Oh yeah, no. I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
I'm sorry, sir. Old programming dies hard.
Right. So
As he leans in, Kyle leans really far back. Just the fake, almost naturalness of his body is nauseating to him.
yeah, no,
And he's been hanging out with a ghoul.
Vault Dweller. That's
It's very fresh. Very
that's
fresh.
wicked awesome. That's wicked.
Yeah, go
That's
Yankees.
great.
And, are you a Gen 2 synth?
Yeah.
Yes,
How the hell did you know that? That's just, what, were you stalking me or something?
Well,
Yeah,
no, we had a few synths stop by where I was for a while. Over
That's
the years,
awesome.
running away from something.
Yeah, no, I don't know nothing about that. I've been like, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm just here.
Okay.
Who the hell are you talking to? Like,
Why does it smell
What?
like onions in here?
yeah, hey, look, we got onions. We got the
Oh,
roots
you
and
do have
stuff.
onions.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a store. That makes sense.
Yeah. So, what can I do for you?
Do you have? I need 2 CSIs if you have. Can I have
That's
it?
great. What's in a CSI? Is like the murderers? You
What?
detective or something?
Cryostatus ignition unit.
Yeah, that.
The cryostation ignition.
Yes.
Yeah, to start the stasis.
Yeah, the only ones I see. He's just kind of like eyes roll in the back of his head. He's like, you can see that there's some type of computing going on.
I'll show him. I'll pull out my pit point. And show
Yeah,
him.
no, no, I know what the stupid expensive one. The last time I saw one of those, let's see, there was that. There's the one. There's those people in the crypts. I remember a few fellas trying to go over there and explore that.
How did they do?
Oh, they didn't come back. So
Oh,
So either they were successful or they weren't. I don't fucking.
when was that?
10 years ago?
Oh. Okay.
I mean-
Sorry. Go on. Is it?
I
Do
mean,
you have any other ones?
yeah, no. There was.
What
You had
people
that.
looked like? Were they like him,
That's
or was it just random survivors?
not just freaking raiders and everything. They was just going over and they were coming. And I don't know what it is about me, but they were just like kind of off-putted by me, something. I don't know. they weren't right in the head. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of clink, clinks, and he's like, but let's see. Then there was
Raiders looking for it? Sounds a little odd.
I mean, not really. The Raiders, they'll take anything and everything. And if they get something good, they can get some caps on. Yeah, who knows what they wouldn't do? I mean, then you got the traders; they're always around here. And then there's that redneck hillbilly. He doesn't like talking to me none. And then let's see, there might be one because Robco did some stuff back in the day. They did it over. There's a little factory not too far south from here. Over by the U lines. And the train stations. They kind of were trying to, the train station that goes down. They were trying to do the whole cryo thing, sleeping stations on the ship, the train, so that they could keep them going without worrying about the radiation. I'm pretty sure there's some down there. There might be one or two that still work, and who knows? But you'd have to find one of the trains along the railroad or whatever. Like the monorail system, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Subway.
Yeah, okay. That's a lead. You don't have any, obviously, because you're telling us they're elsewhere. Potentially.
Nah, I got nothing.
What food do you have for trade? Here, we need.
What kind of food you looking for?
Something good for the road.
Do you have any bloat fly, rad roach?
I got tons of rad roach. They're everywhere.
Aim higher, Zed. Come on.
No,
That sounds gross.
Mr. Zed likes Mr. Grilled, I understand, is the preferred way that rad roach is served.
Correct.
I got some death claw steaks if you're really feeling adventurous. I got the Brahmin. We always get them. We got the rad roaches. We got the Blamcos. We got the Insta mashes. We got them Fancy Lads sandwiches. We got freaking we got all sorts of stuff. I got some Nuka Colas. I got some water. Purified
Cola.
Oh, we charge like $50 here.
Oh, well, sounds a bit steep.
Okay, are you only interested in food? I got ammo, I got guns, I got weapons, I got...
Yeah, I like those too.
Yep. So can we see your selection of weaponry?
Sure.
Like a 10mm ammo?
Excuse me. So he looks through and everything. He's like, let me get the list. And you see his eyes kind of roll. It twitches again and everything in the head. And he goes, so right. So we got... All right, so you said you need 10mm ammo?
Yeah,
I got 10 mil. How much you need?
Hopefully none, really.
But welcome to the wasteland.
Right? Yeah, like some just in case.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, a couple mags. So you got about 20 rounds.
20 rounds. That's going to cost you 20 caps.
Oh. I don't know how much we have.
Okay, I'm going to make my speech check with this guy because it's new. I'm going to try and negotiate him down.
Okay.
Using barter. So I drop him down using my Junktown Jerky vendor. What's the difficulty with him?
So because you're trying to use the Junktown Jerky,
that already there. Then I've got my behavioral model analysis and my Mr. Sales is equipped for this.
We'll do DC 1.
Okay. So my behavioral mod analysis makes that a DC 0.
Sure.
2 successes should drop him down by another 10%-ish. 14 caps instead of 20 caps. 20.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, he goes, look, you seem like an alright kid. And you got a Mr. Handy.
His name is Mr. Sales. He is a Mr. Handy, but his name is Mr. Sales number 2.
Mr. Sales number 2, do you got a better name?
Not yet, sir. I'm hoping that now I am finally free from mainframe influence, that someone might provide me
not
with
like
a name.
that name?
You've been hanging around with these jagoffs and they just not calling you by anything other than Mr. Sales number 2?
Well, that's the designation they knew me as originally, but...
wow. Okay. I mean, hell, I called myself Ken.
I haven't ever actually considered a name before, so Mr. Kyle, Mr. Zed, if you feel like naming me, feel free. It's
Well, I'm feeling kind of pressured to just come up with something now. I wouldn't feel organic.
He looks like a Bill. He seems like a Bill. He helps you out.
My friend, he does not look like a Bill.
Well, then give him a name. What's your name?
I don't want to be put on the spot. I don't know.
You got a friend here. You haven't even given him a name?
Well, I thought that was his name. He never communicated they didn't like his name.
Well, let's
Mine's
give him a
on my
name.
shirt.
I see that. So do you have to have something on you to call yourself something? Like, I got, hello, my name is Kyle, or Ken. You got Kyle on you. I mean, he does say Mr. Sales number 2 on the side of him over there, right on his ass. But,
See?
give him a damn name. Do the guy a favor.
I appreciate the sentiment.
How about
for
this?
helping our
I
friend.
will
I'm not
give
gonna
you
do it right
I
now
will
because you're
give
saying
you. I will give you the 2 boxes. So I'll give you 20 bullets. You give that poor bastard a name.
Philip.
Philip it is. Phil.
I was
Great
gonna say pod. Just keep talking about cryopods.
Phil. You seem like a Phil.
I can be Phil. Then
Do you want
Phil
to be
is-
Philip number 2 or like the original Phil?
Of course, shut up right there.
Just
His name's Phil.
Most
So
Phil.
don't make
Thank
it
you.
more complicated than it needs to
Sorry.
be. Phil, it's a pleasure to meet you. All right.
Pleasure to meet you.
Right. All right.
So weapons, we have that. We were. What?
I got
what's
this
your
mini
fancy-
nuke if you want that, but that's
What?
the Winnie. What?
That's probably a little beyond our price range at the moment, sir. But
I got some T60
Well,
on
my
in the
name
back.
said something else for more free
you
stuff.
have T60 power armor.
Yeah. That's like 4,500 right there.
Yeah, this is a little out of our range, so I just hadn't.
Okay.
I
What's your
read-
range?
Well, at the moment, sir, we're down in there. Let's just stick with food at the moment. We have other things that we may have to barter to get something.
How much
a
are
little-
stim packs worth?
Like to sell them to me? I mean,
Yeah.
Look, Phil seems like a great guy. You finally gave your friend a name, you ass.
You don't know me.
I kind of do. You've been traveling with a guy and you don't know his own name. You call
Oh,
him by his.
yesterday.
What has he got? A
We've made
freaking
great progress in
barcode
our
on his ass?
relationship.
Just
It does. It's a serial number. Yeah, literally.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, you do. That's awesome. All right. So, look, if for stem packs, they're pretty hot item around here. So usually I sell them for like 50 to 60. So I'll give you 45 for them.
100? Yeah, deal.
No, 45
I'll do-
caps.
Oh.
That's how he's not going to buy it for less than he.
Yeah,
can
no,
sell it for,
I
so-
gotta make a profit.
Right. I need him to not die more than I need. I think that amount of caps.
Uh,
So,
Um,
thank
so
you for your
let's-
offer, but I decline.
Okay.
So Brahmin steaks, Mr. Zed, Rad Roach. What are you hungry for?
Rad roach or bloatfly. Either one's fine.
Let's go for some bloatfly and some Rad Roach.
all right, that's gonna be like how many people? So I got. Let's see. Let me look in the inventory here. All right, that's gonna rot. So check this out. I got 10 slabs of bloatfly, and I've got 3
slabs?
rad roach. Dude, you don't really want to know what else they look like. Slab is probably the best way to put it. And then I've got, so you said rad roach. I got like 3 of those, and then I got like 2 Brahmin steaks that are still good to eat. I mean, I don't know what your girlfriend eats over there. Here's your girlfriend.
I
crack my own
like
jokes.
that, actually.
Yeah, you guys make a cute couple, by the way.
Wait,
so I
Yes,
got
they are a
like,
very good couple.
Hang on.
so Phil knows. Phil got it. So like I got like 2 of those, maybe 3 if you want to count this one. It's really on the iffy side.
If you throw that in on top, sir, then let's bulk buy. Let's do 2 bloatfly, 2 Brahmin steaks, and the rather dodgy looking Brahmin steak you were talking about.
Okay, and
Yeah.
okay, so everything. Let's do this. Since it's for Phil, I like Phil. We're gonna go with this is gonna be like 15 caps.
I've already done my barter check for this one, so I'm assuming. Do you want me to redo the barter check?
No.
Or just leave it
That's
as-
all right. So look, just 15 caps. Come on.
Yeah, we can manage 15 caps.
We can do 15 caps. Yeah, we can do 15 caps.
Can you
Come
throw
on.
in some rad roach too?
We
Yeah.
have a bloodfly and Brahmin steak and a radroach steak. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, all right. You know what? Whatever. This one's whatever. It's for Phil. I like Phil.
Thank
Phil.
you,
All
sir. Thank you.
right. So, yeah, all right. One more rat roach. The diamond dice. You can get them anywhere. I don't know what this guy's issue is.
Well, if Mr. Zed wishes radroach, that's my duty to purchase it for him.
Hey, whatever.
Everyone has their own tastes, sir.
Yeah, no worries.
I mean, look at the two of them as a couple.
You know what? Hey, I
well,
don't judge.
I have not been consulted in this.
You never will. You never will be consulted. It's always the other one. You.
Nothing
Trust
said.
me.
Okay.
Okay.
You signed
Thanks.
the paperwork.
See, you signed the paperwork. You said yes. As I said, after you say yes, it's done and over with. You're done. Your life is over.
I didn't read that.
Yeah, you gotta read the fine print.
Oh,
Come on. It says it right there. As soon
Yes,
as you
it-
say, I do.
have you seen
I
that?
do. I give up all my. I do give
Mr.
up all my privileges.
Mr. Sales takes out the bill of sales that you both
That's
signed for the
legit.
apartment.
That's legit. All
So
right.
you're down here as married couples, sir.
Yeah, that's a.
I,
Look, anyways,
it's illegal, I guess.
you guys are great. You're a beautiful couple. No, anyways,
Thank you,
get
sir.
the hell out of my store. You guys got to go. Good luck finding your
CSI.
CSI. Good luck finding your cryostasis, whatever.
Okay, thank you.
Um,
Like I said, yeah.
one of the things, sir, do you have access to a robot workbench, or know of anyone that might have the means for like robot repairs and upgrades in the facility?
In the
Facility.
facility, I mean, look at me, man. I really got nothing going on me right now. Unfortunately, you might be able to find something on the road. I know, like I said, there's the Rodco building. That's about
Yes,
a
that's
2-hour hike from here. Like I said, and then there's the Union Station and everything. So there's that station
Yeah.
train, whatever. There might be something over there.
Okay, then that sounds like a good idea, sir.
Yeah, no.
Thank you. Mr. Kyle, Mr. Zed, is there anything else we need from town? I know you have a pressing schedule. that
Yeah,
we
I
should
kind of
probably
want to go
stick
at this point.
Okay.
Hey,
This was enough.
Kyle's that.
Thank you so much.
Hey, no worries, Phil. You're a great guy. Yeah, stay out of
And
trouble,
you,
all right?
you as well, sir. You as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
all
might
right.
want to get that transistor looked at. It's looking a little dodgy. If I find a replacement, I'll bring it straight to you.
Yeah, no, yeah. Thank you. All right.
It gives you a little twitch in the back of the side eye. I
Yeah.
had that some years ago.
Yeah, no worries. All right. You guys get the hell out of here, you crazy kids. All
I
right.
can.
All right, we
Bye.
we're going. Oh, well,
Yes.
he
So
was
you guys.
I didn't
Every-
actually see the onions. He said they were there, but it just smelled like them. I don't understand.
every
Perhaps
synth
it's
I've
okay.
met is different.
There hasn't been onions in 200 years. I don't want to know what
I
it
thought it
was.
seemed odd.
So
Okay,
you guys.
we can go. I don't want to be here.
So you guys head out of the up
Do you
there.
want- Do you want to eat this Brahmin steak before it turns, Mr. Zed? This is the one that he threw in for free.
Yeah, you're still
Yeah.
grievously wounded.
Or would you prefer the bloatfly?
I'll do the Brahmin steak. Oh, it's ribeye steak when it cooked.
That was it. Yeah, it's a ribeye steak.
That sounds good.
Is it
does
cooked
actually.
yet or no?
We got it cooked, didn't we,
Okay.
Steve? It wasn't
Yeah.
like yeah.
All right, then I'll eat that because it's 10 HP actually.
Okay,
I'm full health again.
fantastic.
Right. All right.
So,
So,
Mr. Kyle, we have two options, I guess. We have the crypt, or we have the Robco factory for the CSI at this point.
How legally binding is that contract?
Well,
It's not
being
at
that,
all.
being that there's no legal system, sir, I just
All right. I mean, no offense there. I mean, it kind of
this
rushed
point-
into it.
Mr.
It-
Kyle's not ready to rush into that yet.
It's-
But
I'm
you
not-
know,
just not ready.
It's you don't need that to be committed to one another.
I mean, he's already got the couples quarreling going for him, shooting
Okay.
me at first sight.
Is
But
that
no,
a normal relationship thing?
It
doesn't
might
matter.
be in the wasteland now. I
Okay.
honestly think the factory might be our best bet, just because we might find some stuff for fill up. Like, do you
Fill?
actually want to be called that, or
Oh, yeah,
well, it's a
And
name.
I was
I
pushed
have a
into
name.
that too.
Well, if you have any better ideas, please. It is traditional for you to name your butler yourself.
I kind of
I
like
could-
Buzz. You're really
Buzz?
good with that buzz saw.
Well,
It's
why not
entirely
flame
up to
it?
you.
I mean,
Well, you haven't actually used this yet, except to try and make tea.
I'm gonna need you to heat up my mac and cheese later, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So do you think the factory is better, or the crypt?
I
I
really
think-
don't want to go in the crypt.
The crypt should still be a last resort, but I think
Well, let's head for the factory then. Do you have a vague idea of where it is? I only have some very old files of pre-war information, and most of them are
He
corrupted.
said a little south. That's all I got.
Hmm.
have we seen like is it marked on the map? Like, is it a known factory in the area?
There isn't anything that you guys can recall. But I mean, you can search for it.
He said train station, right? So obviously it's probably gonna be along the tracks to the south.
It's somewhere along the tracks, yes.
You guys are about a 2 hour to 2.5 hour walk away from the train station.
Clock just keeps ticking.
At this
Is
point,
there
it's
anyone
still
here we can ask in town, perhaps, that can direct us to the factory? There's got to be people who regularly scour these areas. Are there any scavengers?
So yes, you do have the traders. If you want to look around a little bit, give me a survival plus perception.
Who wants to take that one? Because survival and perception are not my strengths.
I'll do it.
I have a
So-
10.
I have an 11. 11 and 12, so one success.
Okay. So you are able to find this very scraggly looking, just like teenager. Just kind of sitting there going through a satchel and everything. He's picking through various items and sorting through them. You see him throw a knife up into his hand, catch it by the tip of the blade, and he just looks over at you guys. What's up?
Hey, man.
Hi.
Do you know where the train station is?
Yeah.
We're looking for the Robco factory, if it was at all possible, sir. I'd take out a cap and hand it to him. I'm going to try and make a speech check
Gee Willikers,
to
boss.
make him friendly.
A whole cap. Oh,
I'm going to make a...
You should make your eyes glow red. Just do the
I'm
intimidation.
not doing the intimidation one. We still want him to be friendly. Okay,
That's
just
a lot
got
of
the one-
editing.
Just got the one success.
wow. A whole cap, mister.
Just for a location, sir, or just an approximate direction. I mean, an opening barter.
Well, you see the sun over to the east.
To the east, do you know any location?
So then it's going to be to the south.
I know, sir. Do you have a more? Can you just sketch us an outline of where we might find it, or what landmarks could be on the route to
A building. A building.
Huh?
It's like
It's
square.
a building.
Yeah, but it's
Big
not.
square building to the
Yeah.
south.
Yeah.
Okay.
He might
Gosh.
he's probably fried on jet right now, so we should get going.
Yes.
Hey, your face looks like it got fried. Your face looks like a scrotum.
Hey, that's my wife. All right. Wait.
My condolences
I'm
to
buying
your
in
dog.
bulk. Okay. Listen, kid. I'm like 3 years older than him. Listen, kid. I'll tell you what. You
What?
playing knife games?
Yeah, let's play knife games. You want to play knife games? He
Let's
just
play some
tosses
knife
it to his
games.
hand. Okay, what do you want to do? Let's go.
I don't know. I don't really know any knife games, but I feel like I don't
Said-
like what you're doing right now, and I kind of want to do it better than you to get more information.
If you got the caps, I'll give you whatever you want. Or
Sed just pulls out his machete. He's like, "Oh, I heard knife games."
you want to go? Let's go.
I was gonna do like a flippy skill. Like you right to violence with you guys. I was trying to like a
I
skill
didn't say
challenge.
stab him. I just said knife
Pull out a
games.
machete. It's pretty. It's what
So-
it means.
I think it's. I like you guys' robot there. I too have a robot. Would you like to see him? I call
really.
him Fido. Would you guys like to meet Fido? And you just hear him go, and he does a whistle, and you hear this loud groaning sound.
Sentry bot.
And just around the corner with this dog collar on its neck, says Fido, is this humongous sentry bot. And it just looks at you. That's my dog, Fido.
Nice.
It's
Yeah.
not nice to call him a
The
dog.
model 6221. They were very reliable. If I recall.
Sure, whatever. I don't give a head. What do you want?
I was just going to try and see who could flip the knife more than catch it or something.
Yeah.
This escalated pretty quickly. I
We-
would actually like to retract the last
Yeah.
several moments.
Yeah.
Let's just move on, shall we, gentlemen?
So check this out. You guys seem cute. Yeah. All right. Where are you trying to go?
I thought he was in the Robco building.
Robco factory.
South
Robco,
Duncan train
the
station.
Robco building, the building with the sigh. All right. So check this out. This is what you want to do. You're gonna give me that machete, and then I'm gonna tell you exactly how to get there.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
It wasn't a negotiation, and the robot just
It still wasn't gonna happen.
Are you sure?
We have an extra machete.
Machetes.
I know we do. I just flip it up in the air and catch it. Are you actually gonna tell us where it is?
I'll tell you what it is.
I just hold it out.
Cool. Takes it, throws it in a bag, and you just see him open up this bag and throw it in there, and there's just like 3 other machetes and like various other. Cool. All right, so check this out. You're gonna want it to go down South Main Street over here, and he gives you like the full-blown directions how to get there. And check this out. It's going to take you about an hour. It's going to cut time down. No worries.
Is there an insight check in this game? Is
Uh,
he lying to us?
I mean, you could use an action point to see if I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a bunch of those, right?
Yeah, we'll spend one of them.
Yeah.
I believe you can also do like a speech check
You can.
to
Yep.
determine, so I can do that.
Our action points are max. We should probably just do one.
Yeah, I'm spending an action point for an extra dice.
Okay.
So yeah, I got 2 successes on my speech check, and the difficulty is lowered by 1 with my behavioral analysis mod.
Okay.
Oh, and I can re-roll 1 that I failed on as well.
Sure. Why not?
I'm really
He
good at
wins.
speech.
Just deal with it.
Yeah, I'm like he wins. So go
Oh,
for
okay.
it.
So yeah, so another one.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. He just wanted to be a dick. He's a teenager. What is like y'all? He saw the machete and the guy was being all puffy chesty at him, so he was like, "All right, cool." Like dick
Yeah,
measuring contest.
I think we can trust him, sis. But I don't think he's.
All right.
Said, I don't think he's sharp enough to know how to lie well.
I don't want to fight that dog thing.
No. That is a very reliable model of sentry bot. I mean, if we could get to the fusion core by cutting through the battery casing at the back, we could maybe kill it. No, that's not possible.
We're gonna
Okay.
Nope. And I'll just walk away, looking over
Okay.
my shoulder at him.
I'll hover away, but keep one of my eyes on him
Yeah, right.
as we go.
It lets out this. The voice of the Centrobot is just very deep and baritone and just woof, but it just kind of gives it like a bark and it's woof, 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 and then just boom behind the building.
He programmed it to bark. How classy.
All right. So go ahead, Thomas. Or Zed. I'm assuming you're leading the survival party again.
Yeah.
Okay. So survival and perception, please.
2 successes, 8 and
Okay.
9.
Cool. Perfect. So you are able to get successfully follow the directions. It was easy enough. You're able to avoid any unwanted attention that you guys might have picked up. And it only takes you, it actually just takes you a solid hour to get there. Which would put us at around the 48 hour mark if I did my math right for you
Oh.
Yeah,
guys.
say so, yeah.
Yep. And you look at this, it's a medium-sized facility, factory building, and it says Robco on it. And on a disheveled wall is the remnants of a painting, and you see now introducing cryostasis. And you just see one of the chambers, and Kyle, you recognize them immediately. These are the same types that have been in your vault.
I got a good feeling, guys. I think it's going to be here. This looks good. It's promising.
And as that hope lights and is kindled in you, and as Zed looks repugnant that he has given away a machete for this, but is satisfied in knowing that his quest is coming close too, and as Mr. Sales, knowing that he now has somewhat of a name, we will end tonight's session.
All right.
Once I was happy with heart free from care. Had a daddy and mama so sweet. Doll and a doggy and playthings so dear. And stockings and shoes on my feet. But now through this world I must wander alone, begging for pennies and bread. For I have no daddy, no mama, nor home, no place